16 of the boot camp. Yeah, that's crazy. Today, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, you guys are gonna learn how to have a good recording clean take. All right, get yourself sounding professional. So you guys should have FL Studio open or whatever DAW you're using. But for me, I'll be using FL Studio. Now I'm opening up my little project right here, right now. For you guys, that's where I do most of my recording. But I'm going to show you guys what a good clean recording sounds like before any effects. You want to be close enough to the microphone, right? Because if you go further back, that's not a good clean recording take. So like if you're really, really close, if that's the sound you're going for, then that's good. If not, you want to be a little bit back like this, just a little bit, all right? And then the further back you go, this is how you sound like. Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah. 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 That's what you sound like. You go further back. You have to tell my room sound like trash, bro. You don't want that. Also, try to reduce the much noise as I can. Now, we talked about noise suppressor and noise gate on the previous episode. So without that, this is what my audio sounds like. It's not perfect. I'll tell you that by all means. But this is what I'm working with. So you guys should have cleaner takes than this, okay? It shouldn't sound trash like this. Even if I get close, all right? It still doesn't sound that good. You hear every breath I take. Pause. That's it. Anyways, so I would say a good clean recording take is you close enough to the mic. Not too close, unless that's the sound you're going for, which is kind of what I do. That's all you gotta know. Make sure you're using the right side, the correct side of your microphone. So let me give you a good example. So for this microphone, you see off rip, the lady is using it like this. She's talking through the tip of it. See that? You're not gonna talk on this side right here. You're gonna put your mouth basically on this end right here. All right, pause. But get the idea. TLM 103. Don't see no pictures yet on how people are talking into it. But search up a video and you can see how they're talking into it. But for this one, as you can tell, the top part is flat. It's like a metal thing going around it. So you're not going to talk through there. You're going to talk through this side. Also, some microphones, they have a front and back side. For my case, the front side is where the logo is at. That's where I'm going to talk, the front side. Because then the back side, it's going to sound a little different. Still be able to get audio, but you want to make sure you're getting the sound going through the right place. If that makes sense. That's what you want to talk. If you have one of these mic, a hypercardiac, look, she's using this wrong already. That's not how you use the microphone. You gotta talk on this side most times. But if you got one of these mic, like for example this one, some of you guys might have this. You talk through here. If you have these mic, it captures all around kinda. So it depends. But if you want good decent audio, maybe like at an angle, like up here, but more like here. You're not gonna talk here on the side. Right? You wouldn't normally do that. Or you shouldn't do that at least. If you have like one of those long microphones kind of like this, some of them are actually longer. You don't talk on the side of it. You would talk into here. All right, so learn the different microphones of what you got. I told you guys in the first episode, I believe it, and I did this one. If you got this one, bro, return it. If you don't have to return it, bro, take it off the stand and use it like a football, bro, like soccer or something like that, bro. This microphone, you would only talk in the front, as you guys can tell. There's no other areas for this microphone. You can't talk in the back, on the side, the front. So I feel like these are all the microphones I can think of right now. So I feel like this pretty much covers every kind of microphone and like how to get a good clean take. Make sure you're not having crazy audio going around like noise in the background. Try to minimalize that. If you can reduce like noise, reverb, that's good. I would say record at a good level. Like I said, if we go back to FL Studio. So yeah, that's how you get good take. Alright, recording wise at least. But now when it comes to vocals, I'll show you guys. Okay, so here's a song that I have. And I would say in order to get good clean recording take, I'll show you what that sounds like. And I'm pretty sure I didn't do that good of a job. But we're gonna turn all the effects off. Pretty sure autotune's gonna be off here too, so bear with me on that. You gonna say you hate me. You gonna say you hate me. You gonna say you. Alright, you can say that's not a good clean take right here. It's a good recording take, but you see how like it just stops it. I probably should have like, blend this out a little bit, a little bit like that. You gonna say you hate me. Alright, this is a good clean recording take sound like. and I've been feeling lazy since you've been taking all my energy as of late. Even this is not really a good clean take, but I'll show you guys what actual good clean takes sound like. Cause let's hear this. You don't say you hate me, and I've been feeling lazy since you've been taking all my energy as of lately, babe. And I know that you hate, and I know that you hate me. I try to leave it all behind, but you always stay up in my mind. Alright, so you guys can see it's not really a good clean recording take, but if we turn on all the effects, everything back on. Alright, we turn on the instrumentals, and if we play it, you're gonna see how it sounds still good. Alright, that's, even if it wasn't a really good recording take, but it's not bad. But a better recording take would be making sure you're not having like the same issues I had here. Make sure everything's blending through. It doesn't sound weird and choppy without like effects and everything like I did earlier. That's what a good recording take. So if I were to redo this song again, I would make sure everything is sounding good. No weird sudden chops. Make sure everything's sounding blended well. Even without the instrumental, let me turn this on. Hey, you don't say you hate me, babe, and I'm feeling lazy since you've been taking all my energy as of lately, babe. And I know that you hate, and I know that you hear that little click? Yeah, you probably can barely hear it, but listen to it right here. Alright, let me even mute the delay and everything. And the reverb. You can probably barely hear that click, but it's there. Versus if I did this. Alright, you don't hear that click no more. Also, if you notice other parts, if you notice here, I like these little lines. These are faders. So if I put this all the way here just to show it. Alright, it's good to add those at the end of every audio or like audio that sounds horribly because it can smooth it out. And like sometimes when you're doing like takes, like chopping up takes, it's good to help blend them together. Let's see if I can find a good example right here. The memories between my eyes. Right here. The memories between my eyes. You see like these two here? If I didn't have that at all. The memories between my eyes. Hear that? That little tweet. Even this right here a little bit. Between my eyes. The memories between my eyes. See, I would even shift it a little bit to make it better. The memories between my eyes. The memories between my eyes. See, that sounds better than it was before. So that's what a good clean take would sound like. The memories between my eyes. But like before, if I never showed you those little imperfections, you wouldn't know they were there. So look, let me play it. You always stay up in my mind. The memories between my eyes. But you are the only one I like. Right? A good take is making sure that you're blending in multiple takes. Like if you weren't able to say that take in one go, you're able to blend it to make it. You're able to blend it to make it sound if it was one single recording take. A lot of your favorite artists are doing that. Yeah, I know you ain't looking out. So literally, you see, I had to record a little back here. So if I wanted to, I don't think it would sound good, but. Yeah, I know you ain't looking out for me. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm blending a little bit of that first take to the second take. You see that? Because I believe when I recorded this take, I just said this. that's something I was saying a lot in this song. I know you ain't looking now. So in order to blend it, I had to make sure I said, I know that you ain't looking now. Make sure I said that right. Yeah, I know you ain't looking now. Because if I were to say this in one go, I might have not said this so perfect. I'd rather just say, I know you ain't looking now for me, yeah. Right? Yeah, I know you ain't looking now for me, yeah. Alright, these are clean takes. You would chop them up, blend them to make it sound like one singular take. That's what a good clean take sound like. Not the mistakes that I had here earlier. But a lot of it you can get away with. Unless, somebody that has a good ear can hear. Alright, so practice that. That's your homework. Practice getting a good recording tape. Figure out what kind of microphones, if you've been using it right or wrong the whole time. Figure out how close you gotta get. Use noise gate, use a noise suppressor, and decent volume. Practice blending tapes. Practice blending tapes together and see see how much better you can get your tape sounding versus if you did it one go. Alright. So with that being said, there's no limit to what you can do. Lock in, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.